And welcome back to Vanessa's podcast. Today I have a special guest, Harvey Newman. And we're going to discuss his event that is happening on June 21st at 11:54 a.m. So it is called Summer Winter Solstice Critical Mass Meditation. So what you do is then you install the HeartMath Global Coherence app. The best way to find it is to look the name Global Coherence app, and it has a big heart with a plus sign. And to enter each specific mass, you enter the access code OpenHearth70. So big O, open, Hearth, big E, and then the number 70. And it's a meditation of appreciation, gratitude, and peace, and it will take place from 11 to 1 p.m. Easter time. So it is in collaboration with MOMM, M-O-M-M, which he had received a lot of help from. So let me tell you a little bit about MOMM. What is M-O-M-M stand for? It's called a Moment of Mass Mindfulness. So here's a tiny little story. It was inspired in 1993 Washington, D.C. experiment. But so thousands of participants use meditation to bring about a more peaceful community, a dynamic group of experts, and registered holistic practitioners with a deep and passionate desire to create a grassroots movement of local, supported self-care, self-responsibility, and self-awareness practice. Organized an holistic well-being event in Nottingham called Think Not in May 2017 to coincide with Mental Health Awareness Week. Think Not brought over 600 people together to enjoy the UK first mass meditation, with over 4,500 visiting the stall and exhibition through the day. In May 2018, a twinned event at Nottingham and Bristol, so once again hundreds come together between the two sites. The power of this mass meditation was felt by all involved. This is where the broader concept of moment of mass mindfulness, MOMM, was born. We realize the power of bringing people together in their community or wherever people may be, and using meditation and mindfulness practice to connect us at the same time. On the same day across the globe, studies show that mindful relationships are one of the main resources of happiness. When we come together, we share intent of peace and harmony. We naturally amplify the coherence within and radiate out into the world. So a brief little history. MOMM took place in 52 countries. 10.1 people took part and 360 events took part. So now we have a guest, Harvey Newman, who is coming. So I'm taking a call. And he's going to tell us a little bit more about his project. And hi, Harvey, and thanks for coming. I already kind of went on brief about MOMM and the association and the HeartMath Global Coherence Institute app. So if you want to tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, hi Vanessa.
Hi.
Wow, I think I have to go back to 1966 when, in many ways, I can...
Just tell me about how you got involved into it, and I already explained how you get help from MOMM, and how, how to log in, how to get into your event. Is it 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. on the 21st?
It's the 1 hour meditation between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m.
All right.
11:54 is actually the 11:54 a.m. on Friday is the actual summer solstice.
Okay, so there's something we start at 11 and then something else takes place, the solstice
Just
at 11:54?
12, just from 11 to 12, people to meditate, appreciation, gratitude, and peace.
Okay.
An hour.
All right. So,
Whatever is comfortable for them.
uh-huh.
Close, not as close. Hold on a second.
No problem. So basically, what it is a peace coalition network of peace, one day, and a global partner of peace, campaign non-violence in collaboration with the HeartMath Institute. So people don't get confused. HeartMath Institute is the global Coherence app, and it's
central to this. Definitely central.
Okay.
Obviously, Mom connected with HeartMath and worked out this arrangement for May 12th on Mother's Day. In fact, when I spoke with Irfan, who was the man in England who helped coordinate the event, I asked him, the first thing I asked him was, did you realize this was Mother's Day in the United States?
Probably not, huh? Yeah, did he?
MOMM, yeah. And for me, it was a very special Mother's Day also because my mom had passed away 7 years ago, just before that Mother's Day that year. So,
okay.
So when I got this message to participate, I just jumped right on it.
Okay, so that's how you got into it. You really wanted to bring your mother spirit back to life and being able to bring that peace, peaceful mind. Yeah, all right. It's wonderful. You know, just the whole concept that we all bring our mind together into space and bring more love into the planet. It's beautiful, and I'm really glad that you taught me about it because I got into it and I'm like, I'm going to be an ambassador and I'm going to get involved, definitely.
Wonderful, wonderful. If I can do that to 20 people, 30 people, whatever, I would be very thrilled.
Yeah, and people don't know about it. Like I didn't know first of all, they should just go on the app because it's so captivating and very interesting, and that whole thing about the magnetic field into space, and then you just capture the heart waves and the whole science behind it. And it is like, wow, out of this world. I'm sure a lot of people are not aware of this, so they should really go look at the app.
Spread the awareness, absolutely.
Yeah, and peace is an expression of fullness of life. It is for that fullness to be expressed now, and that's what it's on the MAM thing. So, and so how long have you been into since May this year?
Well, the minute that I finished my meditation, I began the process of working with the app, working with Mom, contacting HeartMath, finding out if it's possible to do. I mean, there was a whole bunch of things that I had to put in place, but I reached out to as many people as I can, and you came up, which was wonderful because this is an opportunity to spread the word over the podcast.
Yeah. Tell me, like, what you'll be doing during the event. Like, during that whole hour, what do you suggest for people to do to be prepared, to receive the maximum of positive, waves? What do you suggest?
Okay, so if you have the app, you'll see that there is a disc moving back and forth from left to right on your app. Synchronize your breath with that and start getting your body in tune with that movement and breath. So you're breathing through your heart.
Okay, yeah, that's what's really important, like to learn how to do that. Yeah.
Right. So once you get into that breathing mode, and it may take a few minutes, may not, but whatever it takes, once you reach that point, I along the way have run into a group in Holland called Me to Be We. You can find them on Facebook. Me to Be We, and they're in Holland. And the man who does that has a cleansing program that he does. It's a very beautiful one, and I do it for about 5 minutes. And that is what's called the Ho'oponopono.
Oh, yeah, I heard about it.
Okay, I love you. I am sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Please forgive me. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. I actually learned about this last year. It's a wonderful, thing.
Yeah, it's a very cleansing thing because we all feel like we need to be cleansed.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very nice thing. So first you're in the rhythm of your heart, then you do this cleansing. And then I would just say, simply think about the greatest thing that ever happened to you in your life, and hold it in your mind in all the ways you possibly can. Where were you? How old were you? What people were around you? And just keep on channeling and focusing into that feeling of gratitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good way,
let that be the rest of your meditation, is just simply stay with that. As you watch your mind go off, go back to your breathing, go back to your feelings, and just keep on feeling that feeling of gratitude, appreciation, and peace within yourself.
Yeah, channeling your inner peaceful vibes so you can connect fully with your heart, and trying to, first of all, you have to concentrate on yourself before you can, spread out and help other people. But that's why it's really important to learn the breathing, through the heart.
Right.
Yeah, and the wave. So that's not
also,
something people know how to do,
Right. Well, that's the wonderful thing is this institute, the HeartMath Institute, has done the research and is willing to teach people for free how to do this. And here's the wonderful thing, that as you're healing yourself, you're healing the world.
Yeah. Here a little
Most
bit
people
about...
don't recognize that.
Yeah, a little bit about this research. I'm reading geoscience and astrophysics, as well as extensive data from human and animal study that are correlated to social and global events.
Okay.
That's what it says on the app. So and there's so much more. They're talking about, if you really want to get into it, you have to get into the map, use some sensor sites, video, the Earth magnetic field, the Earth rhythm. Just so much to get into it, And that video you sent me yesterday, what was the guy's name?
Howard Martin?
Yeah, he's the creator of the whole thing.
I don't know if he's the creator, but he's definitely one of the co-people at the Institute.
Oh, okay.
One of the big people there. I don't know his exact title, but actually this was started by someone by the name of Childress. His last name is Childress. I can't recall his name now. And his daughter has taken over since he passed.
Oh.
And so there are a number of things that are going on with HeartMath, and they're constantly reaching out and sharing this wonderful information, so that we can be stress-free, or certainly less stressed, and be more functional human beings. And once we become more coherent. And his explanation of coherence, which is wonderful, if you've ever looked at an EKG, you know that the distance between the spikes varies. And the reason why those vary is because at the time we are incoherent, but when we bring our heart into coherence, the distance between those spikes become coherent too. Our heart is different.
Yeah.
Our heart is actually reshaped through the process of coherence.
So how is it then? Some people it would be really hard for them to get to that point, and some other people have no difficulty, to get in coherence with the other hearts.